I think it's important to celebrate Women's Equality Day because there's been so many women that have come before me personally that have sacrificed everything that they have, everything that they know, just to allow me to be where I am today. And it's worth celebrating those individuals and remembering that the work is never done.
I would say the biggest thing is anytime you have a group of people who were not represented at all or underrepresented or didn't have a say in decisions that were affecting them, it does take a really strong person to stand up and fight for that equality. So focusing on celebrating those individuals and then also some work that still needs to be done today.
It's a celebration of what we should be thankful for. There are women that are still struggling in other countries that don't have the privilege that we have. And for us to have a voice, to be there alongside the men in the workplace.
Thinking about my experience as a woman in the workplace compared to what it was like 10 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago for women, it's a lot different. I mean, the fighting spirit is still there, and I think a lot of people still underestimate the value that women can bring to the table, but we've let go of a lot of the outdated stereotypical habits that we used to hold on to and cling to. And we used to look at women and see them as, something to be cautious of because they might have to leave and bear children or take care of kids at home. And I would say employers today have gotten a lot better at seeing past those types of titles or roles just in life and really looking at somebody from the core of their skills, their personality, and what they can do for their company outside of being a woman.
If you think of what does a CEO look like, I think that everybody has a preconceived idea of a person that they paint, a picture that they paint in their head of what that's going to look like. And really encouraging people to not only reflect on that on themselves and say, okay, there are a million different CEOs. There are CEOs that are, women, men, anything in between. There are CEOs that are incredibly conservative and, very careful with their words, and there are others who drop, the F-bomb and say fuck every other word. I think we can all say that from very, specific reference. So I think it's breaking down some barriers of this is what a CEO should look like.
We're here to say, we're loud, we're proud.
There are some really powerful figures in women's sports. There are some really powerful figures in, different movies or TV shows, and I feel like our generation did get to see some of that represented. Kim Possible is one of my favorite cartoons. She's a badass. It's not like we grew up seeing the 1950s shows where they were just housewives. Yeah, representation and progression is happening. So we did have figures to look up to. It wasn't just, we're paving our own way. We are also, further pushing the road along from how far it's been paved already.